The mic is beeping every 2 seconds. Well, that's no good. Let me see if I can hear that. Let me see if I can hear that. Oh, okay. Oh, you panicked me there for a second. Um, cool. So yes, we have our first cooling loop in, and it's not going to be doing a great deal at the moment, but contents at 12 degrees. Oh, and in fact, since this is flowing through here, I completely didn't even intend for this, but the cool water that's passing through the farm will hopefully cool the farm down so that these things actually grow. That was very fortuitous luck. That was not planned. Um, right. Anyway, we're getting idle dupes again, so let's start thinking about our second loop. So our second loop is going to be trying to cool this down, which is obviously a far more difficult task because it's much, much warmer down here than it is around here. But, well, in fact, look at that already. 23 degrees around there, 24. Oh, so much better. And it's only been running for, a minute or two. Very nice. Very, very nice. Where does that output pipe flow through? Let's just check there. Go back to temperature. Liquid pipe 24 degrees by the time it gets to here, and it's coming into the loop at 21. So it's only heating up by like 3 degrees as it gets to here, but then it's cooling down by I think 14 when it goes through here. Cooling factor minus 14 degrees, yeah. Excellent. This is going swimmingly. Yeah, let's do our next cooling loop. Oh, in fact, one thing I should probably do is set, where will it be? Metals, presumably. Metal ores. Refined metal. What have fine metals being able to be stored in these ones down here. You can see here there's little bits of refined copper that's just sat all over the show. I wonder how much refined copper I've actually got left now that I, deleted a bunch of that stuff. 900, 850. Don't know why it's going down. It's not being used for anything. No, it's going up as they're placing it into the storages. Choose a blueprint. Rust, hatchling eggs. Let's go with the hatchling eggs. Make a few omelets. Farms are now working again. It's nice. So we'll hopefully see that food situation sort itself out. Ooh, yeah, you definitely need a cooling loop. We're going to lose 80 degrees. 85 degrees is not good. You have quite an old laptop, or is that a relatively new one, and you've got it overclocked? Yay! The mealwood is growing because I've cooled some, but not all of it down. You see, he just chomped on some of the mealwood. That should start growing in a second. There it is. That one will start growing any second now. Come on. Oh dear. Think I've got a crash. Oof. That panicked me for a moment. Um, that one should start growing any second as well. Ah, cooling loops. So I've been saying that I was going to do them for so many sessions, and I just could never get round to it. I'm very glad that I am finally doing that now. We've got 9 idle dupes though. So anyway, as I was saying, let's put in a second cooling loop. So this one is gonna. We'll do it all the way down first, and we'll do it right the way across there, up to here. That will be a radiant pipe. Ideally, I would have liked it like looping one more time. In fact, you know what? Yeah, no, it makes sense. Oh, actually, no. Since it's going through this really hot space, we kind of want it then going straight out into the output. So let's do it like that. Radiant pipes can go across there. Cool. As soon as that's all built, I'm just gonna switch this off for now, so nothing can go through here yet. I want them building all of that pipe first, and then I'll put that up to 5,000 and the original one to 5,000. Well, you know, I might not actually need the cooling loop because with this cooling down, that will eventually spread to other areas. And also with that coming in cool here and cooling this, the liquid that's flowing into the bathrooms will cool the bathrooms and the bedrooms down. So the third loop, I'm not sure it will be 100% necessary. Yeah, look at that. Doing good work already in this rather hot region. How's that all coming along? Just one tiny little section to go. Is it going to cool down everything without moving the problem somewhere else? Well, that's what this body of water has always been intended for. So the way that the aquatuner works, in fact, you can see there it's 62 degrees. It is very, very hot. And what the aquatuner will do is remove the heat from the water that's coming through in the pipe and disperse it into the water that it is that's surrounding the aquatuner. We can see that it's like 37, 36 over here, but if we move as far away as we can, that's 32. So eventually, this water is going to become very, very, very hot. But what we're doing is we're using this liquid pump to pump it into the electrolyzers. And what effectively happens is we're deleting heat from the base because we're turning very, very hot liquid into very, very hot gases. But gases don't hold their heat anywhere near as well as water holds its heat. So you are effectively deleting heat. I am really not the person to be kind of explaining this. I, I've I've seen this enough on videos that I've watched to know that it works. But yeah, I'm I'm not the one be explaining the math behind that principle, but that's essentially how it works. You are effectively deleting the heat that you put into here by turning it into very hot gas here, which will dissipate its heat much more quickly. That's a rough approximation of how that is supposed to work. Right. What we're going to want to do in the not too distant future is change this automation setup. So let's just have a quick look. Oh, of course, yeah, I forgot that I needed the copper ore for automation. Oh dear, that's a problem. That's a problem. Got no more refined copper left, which is why those 3 pipes haven't been built. So let's just delete those remaining 3. Oh, sorry, cancel. And let's build in just normal pipes. That. How much copper ore do we have? 5.2 tons. That's way more than we had earlier. So obviously all that mining that I did around in various places did have a reasonable impact. Okay, they've dug all the way down here now, but because it's nighttime, I can't really see what this stuff is. There we go. It's a bit brighter now. So got some buildings in here. Ooh, got an ice biome down here. Very strange to see an ice biome right by a, like down to the bottom of the map. That's very bizarre. Yeah, if it's going to work this way, then it should be great. That's the theory. Let's see what it's like in practice. I may come to regret though. I am actually going to dig further down towards that ice biome because I very much like to see if there's any more Wheezeworts in there. Problem I have is that is a very, very long way with just CO2 and then chlorine. I'm not going to be able to breathe very well. So I might actually want about putting some exosuits in. So let's see. In fact, first let's do a little bit more copper ore, so I've got some automation stuff. I'm not going to be using radiant pipes for a while again now, so let's get that going. Oh, in fact, hold on. Did that all complete? Yep, that new stuff's been built. Also, deconstruct those pipes from where the old electrolyzers were. And the thing is as well, I'm going to be tidying up a lot of this pipe work, so I'll probably save a little bit of copper when I go in to kind of redo all this stuff, which will be nice. Of course, like this, I'm leaving this in for now because I may get this polluted water to. In fact, you know what? Polluted water is actually a better. It has a higher boiling point than does regular water, so it's actually a better coolant than clean water. So I actually might not do that. I may kind of form these 5 pools into one mega pool here and use that as a coolant. The problem is that there's slime lung between it, and polluted water produces polluted oxygen, and polluted oxygen will help breed slime lung. So I don't know if that's going to work. We'll see. The cool steam vent is another way that we can kind of we can work with it. Well, I've got an idea. When you create a source of liquid oxygen, then you could just pump that oxygen into the water tank and make it colder that way. Yeah, that would be a good idea as well. Yeah, but pumping, putting like a radiant gas pipes all throughout this water section and using that to cool this water down to kind of nullify what the thermo aqua tuner is doing. Yeah, that could be a good option. Definitely a ways off liquid oxygen, but yes, it's a good idea. Does make me think that although I built all of this, it's no longer going to be needed. And again, it will give me back a lot of copper because I built a lot of pipes along the way. Oh, once again, just not paying attention, so this is going to screw up. Ah, lordy, lordy. I only have to let it pump just a little bit, just to check whether there's any germs in it. Yeah, there is a bit. There's still a few germs. About to stop flowing any second. Yeah, there it is. Ah, God, will I ever learn? No, is the answer. Oh, man. Let's delete 4 pipes. Mopping it up quick as they can. That's still too much. Here we go again. 1, 2, 4. Food is still a little bit of a problem. Oh, there's 8 hatches in there, so yeah, it's not going to be a problem for long. I've not started this cooling loop going yet, so let's sort that. So we want this down to 5,000, and we want this one up 5,000. There we go. So yeah, the reason that I'm limiting how much water goes through, obviously that's going to limit the amount of cooling that it does because there's less water, but it means that when just put the water overlay on. So when this water from this cooling loop meets up, why is it flowing backwards? What in the world is going on there? You're flowing the wrong way. What in the world is going on? See, that's flowing that way and pushing things. Then when it gets to here, flowing back on itself. Oh, that shouldn't be doing that. They should be meeting up and then both going that way. Hmm. let me just try something. Shouldn't be doing that. Very odd. Let's see. If I put this up to 6,000, that give it slightly more impact. Still being a pain. Shouldn't be dividing off there. They should both be running in to this pipe. There's pressure being enacted that way and that way. So if there's pressure coming in here and in here, it should go out that way. Yeah, I was thinking a valve is probably the way. But no, there's not one that actually like forces direction. Although maybe if you put both inputs into the input of a valve and then it outputs in one way, that in a sense is the output. Yeah, it's the only thing that I've got going for me at the moment. So let's first of all bleed those pipes, and the best way of doing that is just turn the water flow right down until all of that water goes where it should be going. Unfortunately, going to have to wait for all of this to go out and then all of that to go out, and then we can fix it. Yeah, Mum. Off you go. I mean, I'm gonna rethink where they connect then. I suppose having them connect there would be the best thing. So let's deconstruct those. Please just be destroying the pipe. Good. Plumbing, liquid pipe. Coming over this way. Coming up here. Let's see. Oh, in fact, yeah, that stuff will just flow through eventually. Again, let's just wait for this pipe to empty. And we'll put the liquid valve like here. Oh no, not there, because we need space for the larger transformer. Ah, where am I going to do it then? It's not going to be elegant. But I suppose, like... So we want the plumbing, liquid valve. Go in there. And deconstruct that. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. So, 5,000 and another 5,000. Go. Yeah, that seems to be working now. Well, the proof will be when it gets through to here. No, I think one should be enough if they're both... Oh, no. Might have been right. See what happens here. Oh, it's all flowing through that way. I mean, it should. The whole point of them, but don't understand why this is stopping here. Or here. Getting this far. And no farther. Back to square one. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it's gonna have to be. But again, I'm gonna have to wait for all the water to come out first before I can test that. Okay, test number 3. If it gets beyond that plant there, good. Insufficient oxygen generation. Don't know how or why that should be the case. Electrolyzers are working. Max gas pressure. That's a problem. So it's not insufficient oxygen generation, it's the fact that there's too much oxygen, which I never thought would be a problem. I mean, it's very, very dense up here. Yeah, there is a lot of hydrogen. Yeah, okay, let's fix that automation system. So I do want the hydrogen to be at least up here. I need a different automation system. So rather than the Atmos sensor, not the pressure that I'm concerned about, it's the type of gas. Actually, no. Yeah, let's do pressure. So we'll switch it up to there. We'll delete that. And we'll switch that back on. And we'll tell this, when there is above 1,000 grams, I want you to pump. Cool. So we're now getting the, we can put the hydrogen generator back online as well. But we're actually pumping out significant chunks of hydrogen. Yeah, it's like 2,000. Yeah, it's definitely overpressured there. Weird that the oxygen isn't getting kind of diffused throughout the base, though. I mean, there's enough airflow tiles, so it should be kind of spreading a bit better than it is. It's like, what, almost 2,000 here? 1,200 here. like 900 here. Yeah, it's not getting pushed down in the way that I would quite like it to. Yeah, the hydrogen generator will hopefully make it so that these are working a little bit less. You know what? I rarely ever see these ones actually turning on. So those 3 coal generators alone are enough to power the whole base. And when this is on, that's enough to power pretty much the whole base. Okay, cool. Yes, the liquid stuff is working now. Good. It's coming out at 8 degrees. Wow, it's getting super cool. And this liquid, it was about 22 before, and now it's down at about 17. 22 over here, but where the water is actually seeping back in, like 17, 16 there. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's have a look at the overall temperature of the base. Looking so much nicer than it was. So much. Still got very hot pockets over here and here, but yeah, in the base proper. So look it up. Right, what have you got for me, Printing Pod? Hatchling eggs, algae. I'll take the eggs. Get some omelets on the go because food is still a bit of an issue. Got a few more hatches to murder as well. Oh, in fact, we've got loads of little hatchlings in here, so let's get them all removed from the incubators. And in fact, I'm going to tell this one to disable and don't hatch. Actually, no, that. Wow, I've got 7 hatchling eggs, stone hatchling eggs. That would be cool. So don't disable. You can cancel. And I want you producing stone hatchlings, and I want you producing stone hatchlings. I can't remember all of the benefits of stone hatchlings right off the top of my head, but I know that I want them. Make sure you won't go below certain temperature. Yes, that's why I set this to go through valves so that I can, it's modular. And if things get too cool here, say, I can just switch this off for a while, and I can force it through here where it's going to get a lot hotter. So yeah, that's precisely why I put this valve system in here. We're going to lose. Lots of idle dupes again. You know what? In fact, no, we don't. Well, no, that hydrogen is going to dissipate pretty quickly. You know what? I'm going to change this a little bit. If it's ever above 1200, no, if it's ever above 1400, then pump. No, that was probably too much. 1100. Right. Let's carry on mining. Oh, and I've just thought, let's go and check on the water, because probably I've forgotten it again. In fact, I just completely forgot about it. It's, I just completely spaced on it. I didn't even fix the problem before. Went off and did other things. Let's just check that's on salt. Good. Liquid pipe. Yeah, I tore all these things out and then just never went back to it because I got distracted by something else. So let's see if it will actually work again now. Ah, good lord. It's blocked up again. Yeah, I should have had it switched on to water before I did before I rebuilt all those things. Mm. And just that little bit of space should allow it to start flowing out of this room. Good. Out it goes. Hallelujah. Let's just double check. That is all very nice, clean water.